good. How are you?
Oh, you're beautiful. I'm so sorry. You know, what a beauty be heading. Well, welcome to our Booked and Busy podcast. I was getting ready to say pop your shit, but we rebranded.
Thank you
Well,
for having
welcome.
me.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing
Not
good. It's
nervous, are you?
Sunday, so I'm doing good.
We not nervous, are we?
Just a little. I'm not even
Ah,
gonna lie.
have fun.
Just a little. Just a little.
Listen, I've been trying not to go too deep,
Hmm.
but we gonna go not too deep, but just to know a little bit more about you and your work. So, is it true that you published 11 books all in 2025?
Has it been 11? Hold on. One, two, three, four, five. Only five. Well, I guess they're counting the Sundays at the salon. Every store they may be counting that as one book.
As one book, or are they separate?
They're
Because Amazon
well
counts it as 11.
the paperback is all of them in one.
Okay.
So if you want to count paperbacks, it's only five for the year.
Okay. But before we even do that, they don't even know who you are. Listen, this gorgeous lady sitting next to me wrote a book that had me in a chokehold. That damn body language wore me down. Body count was good, but body language, I thought it was. Listen, in my mind, I said, "Oh, when we get to this part, it's gonna be wrapped up in a nice little neat bow." Because I'm one of them people that be peeking to the end to see if it's a cliffhanger, so I can prepare myself. And then I saw an epilogue. I was like, good. It's gonna be a nice little shit. Broke my heart.
Cross was the simple brother. Everybody else is a little bit more complicated. So
Okay, so inquiry minds want to know:
hmm
is there gonna be a book for Chloe?
most definitely, most definitely. There's a book for Chloe, and it's by the name of Mind Games.
She's
Hmm
playing a dangerous game. She can ready to play a dangerous game.
I mean, he set it up for her to play it, so now he gotta watch it happen.
Is he ready?
Yeah. He's most definitely not ready. He's not ready. He's not ready. I don't even think y'all ready.
I'm not. Because the way you undid me. No, for real. Now, not too many people could undo me. Oh, you undid me. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. What the hell happened? And if y'all want to know what I'm talking about, y'all got to go read the book.
Yeah, I felt like that was gonna be a good old twist. I love me a good twist. Love me a good twist.
Netra, Antoinette. Netra.
So
You
once
didn't
I
have to do
finished
it like that, though.
it, and Tyler was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Okay, yeah, we gonna stick with this." So,
So Tylee was in on it.
oh yeah, Tyler has been my editor since day one. Every book that I've written, she has edited every single last one.
Can I tell you what a mastermind she is, and she just didn't even know it.
She's amazing, and I want more people to know just how amazing she is.
So if y'all don't know who we're talking about, Mark by Tylee has edited for Netra Antoinette, but she's also edited for some of your favorite big name authors. And she's amazing at what she does. She's amazing. So y'all make sure y'all give her a high five, hey girl, hey, thank you, something. Because the girl be over there putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant and putting in work. Okay? Make sure you go over there in kindness. Because if not, it's gonna be some issues.
It's gonna be some bad issue because I don't play about that
I
one.
don't know. I don't, and we for sure don't play about that one. Um, I had some questions, and my house look like Hurricane Katrina right now because I got some new furniture.
Mine too. Mine
So the
too.
boxes is right here. I got two of the 7 sectionals fixed, but that's it. So let's get into a few questions. So, when did you actually started writing?
I started writing in 2022. My first book, and then in 2020, was it end of 2023, 2024, I went to the Romance Writers Retreat that was hosted by Natasha Bishop and J.L. Seegers, and let them and a lot of the ladies like get a peek of it, and they was like, okay, so that was my push. And I was already on Book Talk, and that's when Tyler had like first jumped out and was like, she started doing everything. So I reached out and let her know, hey, I have a couple stories because I've been writing, and sent them to her. And when she gave me the go, like, I just needed that one last person to let me know, like, okay, you good. So once I did that, and she was like, yeah, I like this, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do the steps to publish this stuff.
So, what made you want to be a published writer? Was that something that you always wanted, or is that something that just came to you and just happened?
Well, in school, I took a lot of creative writing classes, and I was technically a English major at first. And then I let a lot of people get into my head and was like, "It's no money in it," so I switched my major to chemistry. But as far as electives, I always did creative writing. I was a very sheltered kid, so when we was on punishment, my mama, you couldn't do nothing. So I would just write little stories and read books. So that's where my love for writing came from. Just out of not being able to do nothing but write. So
Do your mama know?
she know, because my mom is an accountant, so she works really closely with me to make sure everything is straight. So she knows because I got some character art done one time, for body language actually, and she looked at it and she was like, "Is this what is in your books?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she hasn't read body count or body language yet, but the audio for body count comes out next month, and she said she's gonna listen. So we're gonna see how that go.
Are you okay? And I've always wanted to ask authors this, and I don't know why it never comes out. Are you nervous for her to listen to it and to know your intrusive thoughts?
No, not necessarily, because the mom who raised me is not the same mom that she is now. Like, I don't know if it's the grandkids that softened her up, but she always said she wasn't my little friend, but now she's my little friend. So I'm not nervous at all. Not nervous at all.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so which are you a big reader or no?
Oh no, I'm a big reader, most definitely. I love reading. I don't see how some people don't read. I can't. I have to read.
So, what was the last book you read? Your current book you're reading, and what's the next book you plan to read, or you're planning to read?
So I'm behind on Jacquel, so I just finished Capri 1.5. And I'm currently reading Rome by Gray Huffington because I'm waiting on her next release. And what was the last one?
What's the book you're planning on reading next?
Well, Royce on Christmas, that Gray Huffington is releasing.
Okay. Which do you prefer, physical, audio, or the ebook?
Audio right now, because I have so much to do, but I still have to be a mom and a wife. So it's better for me to listen while I'm cooking, cleaning, so that in my spare time I can just go to write. So right now it's audiobooks.
Do you feel like reading books helps with your creative process?
Um, I don't think it helps with my individual creative process. I think more so it makes me feel a little better as an author. Because I know as a reader, when I first read, I used to can read a book and read it right back after, and I never understood why people reread books. And then when I read it the second time, I would miss something. And now that I am an author, I read slower because I take in every little single thing now, and I pay attention to certain things that I wouldn't have paid attention to if I wasn't an author. Um, And we have so many talented people now that it's just insane. So I really read for the enjoyment of it and the escape of it. So
I was just telling someone the other day, it might have even been yesterday, it might have been the day before, how because I am an avid reader and I read a lot, that I need to slow down and take in, because we were talking about her book and I missed some cues. So now I have to go back and reread the book so I can catch it. Because first of all, I'm nosy. I'm nosy as fuck. I want to know what's gonna happen, and but I'm also intrigued in a world that someone in their mind can create. You guys are masterminds.
oh, so you like spoilers? You one of the ones that like spoilers, but you still gonna
No,
read it?
I'm not. I read the book.
Oh, okay.
I read the book. A spoiler doesn't deter me from reading the book. It's never going to deter me. If I ask you about it, I'll be like, just tell me, because I'm still going to read it anyway. And sometimes they tell me, sometimes they don't. But if, I read the book and I got the majority of it, but it was certain things that I missed. So now I got to go back and read them certain things that I missed, because you guys are masterminds. Did you catch this? I was like, I caught this, but wasn't this like this? She goes, oh, nobody never asked me that before, but it's absolutely that. And I was like, well, what about this? She goes, yeah, that's referencing this. And so I'm like, okay. She said, but did you catch this, this, and this? And I was like, no.
Because I had a lot of things in body count that I was wondering, did people catch? But I don't think nobody catched it to really know
Tell me
who
one
he
thing and I'm
was.
going to see if I caught it.
When he said his profession, and he automatically knew where she lived at. I thought people were gonna catch up,
I
catch on.
didn't catch it.
Because he
I
was like,
didn't catch it.
he's
I
an
didn't
engineer. So I
catch
was
it.
like, nobody thought about maybe a software engineer. Nobody thought about none of that.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it until I didn't catch it. I swear I didn't catch
Yeah,
it.
you probably didn't catch it to the end. And that's why I was talking to one girl. She was like, well, I was so freaked out. And I was reading the book that I wasn't even thinking about none of that. I was like, yeah, because he just popped up at her house. Nobody was like, how did he know where she stayed?
Well, I caught that. I was
Yeah.
like, I thought he was in the same profession as she was
Okay.
initially, because I was like, he too smooth. So maybe that's because in my mind I was like, maybe they're rivals, but it wasn't until that. That's what I thought. Because I was like, wait a
That's a
minute.
good assumption, though. Nobody told me that, though.
Huh?
I like what you thought, because I nobody said that before, that he was in the same profession as her. I haven't heard that one yet, so I like that. I like that.
But because okay, think about it. He's too smooth. He act just like her. I was like, well, maybe he's doing research on her. In my mind, that he's doing research on her because of this blog that she has. So maybe I can figure out how to conquer her. But I would have never thought someone contracted him out to find her and do what was supposed to be done. I don't want to give it away because I think people should read it, and I know people hate spoilers, but it's well worth the read. Oh my god! But that body language. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I set it up for y'all to know too. I put it right in the front of the book in the prologue.
And I missed it. Woo! All over my. I didn't catch it. What I caught was. Are you talking about the mother?
Who his parent was? Because in the beginning, which I'm not gonna say too much, but in the prologue.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I did not catch that.
I thought people was gonna be like, oh well, he met the woman parent. Where is his male parent? So I thought people were gonna catch on to that aspect of it, but I guess
I
I
thought
did. I guess I wrote it pretty good.
you did. Because I thought you was going to unalive his mother. I mean, her mother.
Oh
I thought she was going up out of here.
no, I can't get rid of heaven like that. I got a lot in store for heaven. I do.
Really?
hmm I wanted to put it up in that book, but like I was telling Storm on the interview I did with her, I have to get out of my, and I'm gonna just be honest, I have lived my life as a people pleaser. And now, me being an adult, I'm getting out of that. And I know that the industry can be kind of sensitive. So I took a lot of stuff off page because I did not want to offend anyone. But everything that her mom went through, like detailed, I originally had it in the story. So I'm just gonna just give her just a little small little something to really just showcase how things like that can really drive somebody into addiction. So that's
Can
my
we
plan.
talk about that for a second? Because that's
Mhm.
interesting you brought it up. I've talked to a lot of authors, and they was like, you got to give the people what you want. And to an extent, you do.
Mhm.
But why can't the story be the story? Whatever that story is, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, why can't the story be the story?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and that's why I always do a trigger warning page. But I don't know if people still don't read it, and so even in certain reviews, I will see people saying, "Yeah, I wish this wasn't talked about because this was heavy, that was heavy." And I do understand that this may reflect some people's lives, so I want to be cautious and respectful of that too. So I guess it's just me thinking about that and thinking about, okay, well, I don't want to offend anyone, but yeah, I'm stepping out of that now. Because I really have to just I really wanted to show that part of her mom's story. And maybe it might have worked out the right way to where she deserved her own little novella or whatever with her own personal story. So instead of just because at first I was beating myself up about it, but I'm like, okay, maybe it happened the right way. So
I mean, the story was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It you beautifully broke me, and then you put it back together, and I love that. It's the discourse of you put the trigger warning in, and if you know that you're sensitive, why are you skipping? And this is not to you for you to say because I know you have a brand to protect. I actually have a brand to protect, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you know you're sensitive, why are you reading something that can trigger you? Why are you not reading the trigger warnings that you said you wanted? Because back in the day, there were no trigger warnings.
no trigger warnings, none.
So if you're reading something that is sensitive to you, why are you still reading it? Does that hurt your feelings that they didn't have a book that triggers them? I just need people to know. Does that do that?
I mean, sometimes it does, but sometimes, like I said, I think I'm an empath. So I do understand that. Okay, if it's not okay with your mental health, then I get it. Um, so I try not to get offended or upset about it. But sometimes it does because I be like, dang, just give me a chance. So
I have very little triggers. I remember I read a book one time. I don't know who this. I can't remember who the author was, and it triggered me just a bit. But guess what? I read past it so I could understand what the story was supposed to mean.
mhm.
If you have, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I be trying not to. I be trying to say it nice. Thank you guys for the gift. I be trying to say it nice, but y'all be wanting folks to cuss y'all out.
Man,
Y'all be want folks to get on this internet act a whole donkey because y'all be doing dumb stuff. Let's move on. So are you a reader of romance, or are you a reader of all genres, or do you write in the same genre that you love to read?
I have always been a lover of all genres. The only genre I have not been able to get into in my adult life is fantasy. So I need to know what I need to read to get into fantasy. But I read a lot of books, and that was a question that I always had before I published, was because I feel myself genre flipping a little bit. Like, it's gonna have romance, but I wanted to also have suspense, and I do want to have a little bit of urban. So that was my biggest thing at first, because it's like I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, she all over the place, but I read all over the place. So I think that's more so where my love for just writing multiple genres came from, because I'm not this person where, oh, I'm only reading romance. No, I read basically anything. I don't read many self help, but I do love a good old memoir. I love to read those, so it's really anything.
I love a good memoir too. I for back in the probably the early 2000s and the 90s, I read a lot of memoirs. I think Queen Latifah had a memoir. Cedric the Entertainer. I ate a fall of books. Them books is on my shelf, but I read them all. And Star Jones. It's certain things that certain little nuggets that you get out of them that I like to get. So, do you still read memoirs like now, or are you just
Yeah,
focused on?
the last one that I read was Viola Davis, and I really enjoyed hers. So that's the last one that I read.
My next one that I plan to read is I'm gonna read 107 Days.
Oh, I do want to read that one too.
I want to
Yeah.
read 107 Days. I want to know what Kamala was going
Yeah, I
through
want to
at
know
that
how
time.
that process was, because I need
Yeah,
to know details.
yeah. And it's not. It doesn't look like it's a long read.
No, and then I have seen a lot of people talking about it. So the fact that they're talking about it, I'm like, oh, well, I was gonna read it anyway, but I'm glad that people are talking about it. So
You don't hear a lot of people reading memoirs.
I'm a documentary girl too. I will watch a documentary. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a documentary girl, but I'm a memoir girl.
yeah.
I like a good memoir. All right. Do you have a favorite trope that you prefer to read?
I love a pregnancy trope. I don't know why, because I'm not gonna be having all these kids, but I love a pregnancy trope. Love a pregnancy trope.
Okay. Okay. Uh, you got enough catalog out of your out of your catalog. Who is your book husband? Who's your book boyfriend? Who you sliding with? And who do you want to unalive?
Okay. My book husband. Hmm.
Boyfriend or girlfriend? I'm sorry. I need to make this gender
Is it out
neutral.
of the ones that's published already?
Mm, or whoever you want to talk about.
Um, I would say book husband. His name is Legend. That is, you all would know who he is in my traditionally published book that's coming. Um, let's see. Who do I want to unalive? Let's unalive Arlette. If anybody done read body language, let's get rid of her. Um,
Because she won't be out.
what's the other one?
But boyfriend or girlfriend and who you smashing?
Um, who I'm smashing is gonna be Cross. Yeah, it's gonna be Cross. Book boyfriend. I don't know between Cross and Kendrick. Cross, I really wanted to make sure he was very vocal, because I wanted to have a MMC that really was really good with words and knew how to speak life into someone.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be him, might be him, because I'm a words of affirmation girl. Like, talk to me. So I say Cross. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can't wait for. Okay, so She's giving you a teaser if you really did not understand. Y'all better read Legend. What book is that? That's coming out next year?
Yeah, so I have two traditionally published books coming out in 2026. The first one is Silent Surrender, and the second one is and nobody even knows it, so this is the first time they're hearing this. It's called Reckless Rebirth. So
Y'all better read them books. They coming out. Can I tell you something? Her pen ain't nice. It's pretty, but it ain't nice. I talk a lot about um what the great American novel is. And to me, the great American novel is whatever you create it to be within our community. Do you have a great American? Do you feel like any book that you've read or written is considered a great American novel? Like, what are the elements for a great American novel for you? One, and then for two, what book fits that criteria?
okay, for me, I would say that it has to be black. You know, black. I want to be able to, as I read, I feel like I'm in that world. So world building really is key to me. Let's see. I like fluffy romance, but me in my adult life, I do love when we do show that things can happen, and sometimes we just have to pivot. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. We just got to figure out another way to get through it. So I don't like the miscommunication trope, but I do understand that certain aspects in life we do kind of understand certain things. So I would say that, and that's really all I can think about. And just a great love story. Like, I know a lot of people say they don't like reading certain stories that have a lot of trauma, but we get a lot of us are just walking trauma sticks. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with trauma, because I love a redemption art anyway. So I do feel like some type of redemption story, because I don't agree with the people who say people cannot change. Yes, you can change. So yeah, I would say that. And as far as what I would say, in any recent read that I have read that I would say was like a great American novel that had all of that, I would say Parachutes by Takira Allen. That book took me through there, but it gave me everything it needed to give. And I'm saying when I say that series had me by book 3, I was mentally exhausted because I was so ready to get off that. I was ready to get off that parachute, but I was so invested because it had everything that it needed to have, and that series is still my top read of the year. So
That book was, for whatever reason, even though he messed up, I was rooting for him.
I was rooting for
I
that
was
man.
rooting for him. I wasn't the only one. Okay, see, Dalvin had me like, nigga.
Yeah, but it was good to see the different, because us as women, like, it was good to see the things from his lens and see that, it's just it's easy to mess up. It can happen just that fast, and so it was good for me to see it from a male's point of view. So I really did enjoy that.
Okay, can we talk about branding for a little bit?
Hmm.
You never really hear you say anything outside of your books. How do you maintain your peace? How do you maintain your sanity in this book community that can sometimes be very messy?
Um, this started off as my escape because right now I live in Mississippi. So it's so much going on here anyway. So I was like, well, let me get off Facebook. Let me find somewhere else for me to go that understand, books and where I am. But y'all know it done got crazy. So you really have to utilize a group chat. You gotta find a trusted person to really just go and talk to about certain things, even as far as your writing. Because sometimes I be wanting to do a brain dump, but then it's like, I don't want to give too much, or certain just certain things that we can't, as authors, we can't even talk about anymore without having a certain level of backlash. So I just tell myself, okay, because sometimes I do type things and I have to erase them. But I feel like sometimes the best response to certain conversations is no response at all. So
Okay. I just feel like I just feel like you don't ever hear you with it doesn't equate with drama. And not that it has to, but I just really wanted to kind of understand your thought process because maybe it will be helpful to somebody else.
yeah, we're real big on this cancel culture, and I am to the point where it's just like, well, let me just hush so I don't get canceled. So I really just keep my thoughts to myself. My husband don't know what be going on, but I tell him like he know every single last one of y'all. I tell him everything. So he's really my outlet. And then sometimes I'm gonna be honest. I do write and read a lot. That I come in on the back end of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. So a lot of the conversations are kind of coming to an end, and I think that might help us if we kind of just get offline a little bit. We'll be all right. So.
Are you ever surprised about your writing? Like when you read it back, you're like, did I write that? Are you ever
Most
surprised?
definitely. Tyler just sent me my book back the other day that she edited that's releasing in January, and I was reading through it, and I was like, did I really write this? I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Because when I'm writing, I have my music playing, I'm drinking my wine. I'm so far in my zone because it's like a movie is playing in my head. So I'm just writing. So I do that a lot. Read back and be like, okay, I can't believe I said this, but okay.
Is your family ever surprised about what comes out in a book?
My husband, most definitely. We've been we've been together since I'm a year older. I was 18, he was 17. So when I wrote Body Count and I was telling him certain things and reading him certain blog posts and even down to body language, he was just like, "You ain't never did none of that." And I was like, "I know I haven't," but he was just like, "Well, how can you write about something you never did?" I said, "People do it all the time." And I think that kind of got him more because I'm trying to make him a reader, y'all. He's a gamer, but I'm trying to make him a reader. So hearing him say that, and then my grandmother actually reads. She has read every single last book. So seeing her text me and say different reactions, like she was like, "Girl, I didn't know." She said, "I know where you get it from." So, but yeah, just hearing them read certain things, and I have 4 sisters, so they read it. So yeah, I love to see their reaction behind it because they say I'm the business sister. Like I'm the one that get on to everybody and be like, we need to do this, do this, do this, do this. So I like to hear their response.
I love it. What are 3 things you have to have in order to write?
I have to have some kind of playlist. Um, and like I said, I do like wine. Um, what else do I need? What else do I need? I need quiet. Yeah, I need quiet. So normally I have to get them kids out of my way. So yeah, I do need quiet because I need to just be able to. It may sound crazy, but I just feel like I need to travel to that world. So I just need to stay in this, and that's the only way I can do it is in the quiet. So music, wine, and quiet. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever think your career are you living the career that you imagined?
Most definitely not. Like I seen myself because my first degree is in chemistry. I have a master's, and then I went back and got my another bachelor's in business. So I kind of prepared myself for like running a business. But But I didn't think it would get to this place because since I work in corporate full time, my first books are contemporary romance because I didn't want them to find me and read certain work and be like, yeah, this not good for, because I'm an operations coordinator. And I didn't want them to feel like this doesn't align with our brand and everything, so we have to let you go. So I kept it real minimal with my first two books, with first three. And then once my page reads were like so low, I just told myself I just have to release this book that I think is going to change my life. And I had already queried to Black Odyssey and got a 2 book deal. And I was like, okay, well, if they like the more gritty, the more urban type of books, then maybe they really good. So I talked to my mama, and she was just like, just pray about it. And if she told me mentally I had to get to a point to where I understood that if my job let me go, I would be okay. So I released Body Count, and my life has changed ever since. So
But are you still worried that this could affect your day to day?
I don't think I worry about it anymore. Like I said, I done blocked almost everybody. I blocked their kids. I block even if they grandma pop up and my people you may know. I block everybody, but they still find me. Um, so it's just getting to the point now where I'm just trusting the process. That's all I'm doing.
Listen, I say the process is doing well by you, huh?
Yeah, it's actually doing great. It's doing great. I wanted to be a hybrid author. Didn't know that I would become one in my first year of publishing. So I'm counting my blessings. So
When I tell you your pen is lethal, oh, it's beautifully destructive. And let me explain what I mean by that. She writes the beginning is all roses and everything, everybody have it together, right? Every, you can't tell these people nothing. And then the storm hits.
mhm.
And then how she pieces it back together, whether it's a good ending or a bad ending, it's like amazing. Amazing. And I don't say that about a lot of people.
I appreciate that. I just want to show people, because I tell people all the time, I was a Disney Channel kid. So I believed in all those happily ever afters. Then when I got grown and on my own, I didn't know how to navigate a lot of stuff because my mom didn't expose me to, I couldn't even watch BET. She had that channel locked. So it was like when I watched Baby Boy for the first time when I was a teenager, and y'all, I almost lost my mind because I was not used to seeing certain stuff like that on TV. And I try not to shelter my kids now because when I got married, because my mom, she didn't show me a lot of stuff. It was those first 2 years were hard for me because I didn't know how to navigate conflict because I never seen it. So I tried to include that in my writing, and then me going to go sit on that lady couch for the past 5 years. That has also helped my writing as well.
Is there a character in any of your books that's most like you?
Um, I'm gonna say Chloe.
Well, I can see that. Based on what our conversation is, I can see that. I can
Hmm.
see that. Oh my God.
She got married young, and yeah. So
I
yeah.
don't know if your husband going for what Chloe wrote.
Oh no, because he would have been left like 10 years ago. So no, but we have been through a lot of things, and I do, I know a lot of people don't like second chance romances or whatever. But I had to understand that when you're young, we basically had to grow up together. 17 and 18, we didn't know anything. So if I understand you meeting people in your adult life, like when you come to me 30 years old, I need you to come to me already together. But I do like to show that when you start dating young, you have to give a little grace on both ends because
Right.
we were kids. We trying to learn all this together. So
Right. Right. Um, what are the misconceptions that you want to dispel about being an author, being in this book community, being an avid reader? Are there any misconceptions that people have that you feel like that's not the truth?
Um, that we're not sensitive about. I don't want to curse, but
You can
um,
curse. It's fine.
that we're not sensitive about our shit. So I do want them to understand that, like, we can have the whole poker face, but at the end of the day, it be like, I know I poured my everything. And I know reading is subjective, is not for everybody. Um, but yeah, we're very sensitive about certain things. We are not machines, which I if I could get it to y'all faster, I promise that I would. But and then we have lives. Like, I am a wife and I have 3 little girls. So, sometimes I have to pause and take care of home. My husband did tell me one time, like, you ain't said nothing to us all day, because I was in this office writing. So it's like, although, I wish I can produce things faster, I still have a 9 to 5. So I do want them to just give us a little bit more grace and understand that we're sensitive about our craft and that we are not machines. So
There you have it. Well said. Well said. Um, do you have a TBR list? And what's on it?
I do. I have actually a lot of things on that TBR list. I need to finish Jaws catalog. I really do, because the spoilers, I need to hurry up and finish. But I'm like 80 books away from finishing. But I do want to finish Capri before the end of the year. Um I did hear a lot of people tell me, since I want to get into fantasy, I need to read The Secret Word of Maggie Gray. So I have that on my TBR. And then of course, I have to make sure I read Storm. She's on my TBR. So
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you could be friends with a fictional character in your book, who would it be?
um Neil, I feel like everybody needs a friend like that. Someone who has been through some things and has been able to make a life basically out of nothing. Um and just someone who has just like that much confidence to know what you deserve. And if it don't meet my standards, sorry, figure it out. So I would say Neil.
The Nib is out of the book Body Language 1 and 2. So y'all make sure y'all get them books. All right. My favorite question. Fill in the blank.
Okay.
Blank is love.
um I would say, ooh, that's a big one. Man, that's hard. Blank is love. I would say softness. Softness is love.
My pen is.
Underrated.
Do you feel that?
Most definitely. Well, now it's starting to get better. I do feel like once this traditionally published book comes out, you know, I do feel like it's underrated a little bit, because I know a lot of people. I have some people that ask me, "How long have you been in the game?" And I'm like, "Oh, I released my first book this year," and they're just like, "Oh, okay." So I'm really considered a baby author, even though I've been writing for a long time. So I would say it is kind of underrated.
I think what people misconstrue as overnight success is that you started yesterday and you're famous today. That's not the truth. You still have to put in your craft. Like, I've been writing since 1992. I ain't published a book yet. I'm scared.
Don't be. Well, I was scared, especially even with me talking to my editor and everything. Like, I'm just like, I could have finished Mind Games and made sure that Chloe had her story, but I need to learn how to pace myself at the same time, like, because I have all these ideas, and I don't want to just, because y'all know the theory now. We producing this back to back. Y'all know what we doing. So it's like I'm trying to pace myself even more because I feel like when I have longer to think about certain things, the story is a little bit better. So I say take your time, but don't be scared to do it. But just take your time.
But
Don't.
hey, no one would know that because all they see is when your first book published. They don't know how long it took for you to write that first book.
Mhm.
Sometimes that first book takes 2, 3, 7 years. And then you put it out, and then next thing you know, you have another book, and it's like, she acting like she only just been writing for 6 months. That's not true. I've been writing since 1992. You just didn't know it.
Mhm.
So what you think is overnight success may not be true. All right. If you could meet an author, one of your mentors in person, who would it be?
Oh, who would it be?
Dead or alive, it don't matter.
Dead or alive? That's even harder. Um, I'm gonna just speak in the now and how her brand is everything. I'm gonna say Gray Huffington. Yeah, I'm gonna say Gray Huffington because the fact that she does not say anything, sis don't have to say a word, and we gonna put it in our cart. And her world building skills are amazing. So I would say her. I was gonna say Ashley Antoinette. Now I love me some Ashley Antoinette, but I don't know. I think Gray, just the way that she handles the business aspect of it, I really respect that. So
Do you feel like readers understand? Do you think that readers don't understand that being an author is actually a business? Because I talk about this all the time, and I don't really feel like people understand that this is a business.
most definitely, it's a business, and I think my biggest thing is like I love the fact that we have the internet. Because like I was saying, I've been a reader. I did have a sheltered mom, but I had friends who their parents weren't, so I did read books I didn't have no business reading when I'm in my room. And I didn't know much about any of those authors, so the fact that we have access to them more now, I do love that. But it's a blessing, but it's also a curse. Um, and so I don't think they understand the business part of it because we want to build this as personal as we can relationship with you as well, but we also have to protect our brand at the same time. So I don't think that they do understand that. Well, some people may, but we're just gonna be honest. Some people probably don't care to understand. So,
Um, this is a question I have for you. What's too far? What's too far? You were just like, girl, I'm never writing about that. What is too far in a book for you?
um,
Or is there such a thing?
how can I say this? I don't. I'm not that person who feels like nothing is too far because if it happens in everyday life, I don't know who will touch my book and learn from it. Um, and become familiar with something that they may not be comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not a very sensitive reader, so I don't think it would affect me. Um, but I don't think I would write about anything involving a kid um being, something taken from them in a sexual manner. I don't think I would write anything like that. But as
Okay.
far as me reading, I read anything. Nothing is too much for me. Because I don't know if they don't turn on the news. We go at this point if we go through enough, so nothing is really off limits for me.
One more question, and then we're gonna get into the my favorite questions. Why be traditionally published? What was the? I'm not saying you have to tell us all your reasoning, but what was your thought process in deciding that okay, I want my work to be traditionally published? Because I know the misconception is that you have no uh your creative flow is kind of restricted. What made you say yes?
Um, what made me say yes is because I felt like I would reach audiences that I probably wouldn't reach just being indie. With going into retail stores and bookstores. As far as your creative process, that's not untrue. But if you know how to advocate for yourself and let them know like why I need to have this in the book, um, I mean, it's your voice. So at the end of the day, if you are able to, because I can talk to anybody. I can influence you. You can not like something, but after I get done talking, I'm gonna make sure you like it. So I think it's more so you have to learn how to use your voice. But it's actually a wonderful process. Like right now, I am a one woman show. I have my mom and my husband to help, but I don't have a team. I don't have an agent, anything. So it was new as far as they would send me certain things and tell me what to add, what to fix, and I send it back to them. And it's like I didn't have to stress about a cover or anything like that because it's really a team behind you. So I do want people to experience that aspect of it because it's not stressful at all. It's not stressful. You really do the writing and help with marketing. Everything else, you don't have to worry about it. So,
But do you have to compromise a lot on like what the cover looks like? Do you have to compromise on the editor? Do you have to
yeah, you have
compromise?
to compromise on a lot because I couldn't even keep my original name of the book that I wanted it to be because you have to think about the competitors and the other publishing companies that may have a book name closer to that one, and you have to make sure you have a book cover that they feel is gonna like stand out and everything. So you do have to compromise on a lot, and they give you have a little bit of a voice, but the ending decision is not yours, unfortunately. But I feel like sometimes you have to do things in that way to come to a greater goal. Um, so I'm thankful for it all. It's a learning process. This is my first time, so I'm learning everything, and I'm not a gatekeeper. Anybody want to come to me, I'm gonna let you know. Cause I don't know. I don't have that resource. I don't have no one who I can well I can reach out to Natasha, but I try not to bother certain people who aren't just like, hey, come talk to me. Because I just don't understand. I wish that I had a mentor. I don't understand why it's such a competition because I feel like it's enough room for us all at the top. So no, in my process, I do want to be able to get to a certain level and be able to mentor certain people who want to be an author and let them know, hey, this is who I use for this is who I use for that. Um, because I want somebody to teach me the ropes, but nobody really willing to teach anyone the ropes. So we're figuring it out on our own. And I think that if I had somebody, I wouldn't make as many mistakes as I do behind the scenes. So.
But you stumbled upon like a good editor.
Yeah.
You stumble. I mean, you're in the right community. I have luckily I have a couple of mentors that is helping me with the process. And only because I feel like I'm getting these mentors, I got these mentors because now I'm doing more than just reading in the community. I try and make sure that readers know who you are,
Mm-hmm.
for one, what your body of work is, two, so that you can get the highlight that you're supposed to get. It's not about me. But I've stumbled across some really good authors that was like, okay, so what is it that you're trying to do? You shouldn't do that because when I did that, this happened. They don't gatekeep. It's coming.
I've learned that in this industry though, that the more you pour into someone else, the more you kind of, I don't want to say you reap the benefits of it, but you get a lot of the blessings on the back end.
Right.
So I'm naturally that type of person anyway. So I think that has helped me more than anything because even if I don't know you, I'm from the South. I have that natural Southern hospitality. If I see you coming, I'll be like, "Hey, boo, how you doing?" Or just checking in on them because that's really just how I was raised in the South.
Right.
And I think people see that it's genuine. Like I'm not performing. Like that's really who I am. So.
But that's the thing about people from the South. Even though I don't live in the South, I've lived there for 5 years. I went to college there. I spent every summer there, so it's ingrained because my father was not playing that. So by way of California, I lived in Arkansas. I lived in Louisiana. I went to Grambling State. If you know, you know.
Oh, you know what to say. You Southern. You Southern girl.
Baby, honey, I eat Southern hot water cornbread, fresh fruit. I don't eat hog balls. Now I draw the line. I don't eat roadkill. I draw the line. But I do eat
Nothing wrong with that. I'm not. I'm
like
not eating
peas
none of
and
that.
beans, baby, and greens. So, anywho, that's not even why we're here, but it went there. If you can induct three authors into the Author Hall of Fame, dead or alive, who would they be?
Mm.
My favorite question.
Dead or alive? Oh, now I love me some Eric Jerome. Um,
What they say, clack. What the young people say, clack that teeth.
that's my guy. So him. Um, I'm still going through Takira Allen's catalog, but I have not. Everything has been the highest quality in her work. Um, who else? Hmm, so hard. Well, since I didn't say Ashley Antoinette, let me say her because I do love her work. So Eric Jerome Dickey, Ashley Antoinette, and Takira Allen.
Okay. If you can invite five authors or writers to dinner, dead or alive, to have a good conversation about whatever, who
Hmm.
would it be?
I'm most definitely gonna invite TP. I love me some Tyler Perry. Um, as a writer, yeah. Who else? I gotta bring in Ja. I gotta bring in Jaquel J. Um, cause I sometimes I just want to know what be going through her head when she
Me
writes.
too.
Cause when I say that woman, she knows what she's doing. So I'm gonna say Ja is the second one. Dang. Uh oh, Tiffany D Jackson. That's my girl too. That's my girl too. I need her. Um, oh, I don't want to miss nobody. I don't know. Um, I'm gonna just add some more people. What, did I have three?
Hmm.
Um, let me put Gray back on that list because I feel like that'll be a great conversation with Gray. So if I got Tyler Perry, I have who did I say?
You have Tyler Perry, Ja, Tiffany
Mm-hmm.
D. Jackson, Gray.
Gray.
You need one
Gray.
more.
Okay, Gray gonna bring in the romance. Cause you see, I'm trying to get people from different genres together. Um. Oh, I didn't even put Carl Weber on there. Yeah, let me get Carl Weber. Yeah.
Okay. That's a fair one. That's
Yeah,
a fair one.
I read a lot of different genres and I read a lot of OGs, a lot of them. So
So I just go ask, can I be the bartender? I make a mean drink.
I most definitely love me a good drink. Love me a good drink.
Just you tell me what you want, what your taste buds is tasting like, and I got you.
We got a plan. We got a plan, Sid. I love
Yes,
it.
we gotta play because I think this didn't take place. All right. Um, what was my question? Uh, do you feel like you're successful in
In
this career?
in this career,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna say I don't amount success to just a certain level because I always tend to tell people you also got to count the small wins, the wins that you consider small. So I do feel like I'm successful because I'm on live with Booked and Busy right now. So that's success in itself. So and I have had so many opportunities. I have a big announcement coming up soon that I cannot wait for you guys to see. So everything is falling into my lap. So yes, um, I will say that it's success.
I love that for you.
I appreciate it.
I love that for you, and I feel like it's well deserved. You keeping your head down. You putting out these stories. You creating moves. I'm so excited for you. And I don't think people understand that just because we are readers, we are authors, whatever it is that we are, that you can't be happy for somebody else. I don't get that.
Oh, I'm happy for so many people. It doesn't even make sense how happy I am for other people. Just to see other people flourishing. Like I love. Like I said before, I feel like it's so much room for everybody at the top. And I know some people might not like what I'm gonna say, but I know a lot of people say that certain industries are like it's so oversaturated. But and I get it. Sometimes it is, but people doing hair is oversaturated. We just have to learn how to pivot and carry each other sometimes. When this doesn't work, okay, instead of us complaining, let's figure out what other way we can do it. Yeah, it's enough room for all us at the top. As long as we just figure out how to pivot and make it that way, we will be fine. So
I agree with you. Describe yourself in one word.
myself, I'm gonna say resilient.
I like it.
Mhm.
I like it. And what advice do you have for authors, new and old, that you want to give?
Um, I would say as far as authors new and old, write the story that you feel like deserves to be told, even if it's not your story. Um, but write the one that deserves to be told. And I'm talking to myself as well. Because I wish I had somebody to tell me that. Tell the story that you feel deserves to be told, no matter how you may feel like it may negatively impact or positively impact. Because I've seen I've read a lot of books that I understand the controversy and everything, but when I see an author excited about what they wrote, it makes me excited to read it anymore, even more. Because if you're not excited and it's not a story that you loved, why am I reading it? So I feel like write the story that you deserve to be told, no matter how anybody else feels about it. So
Can I just give one piece of advice to y'all authors who may be new? I know editors are expensive, but you need an editor. Whether it's for developmental edits, whether it's for line by line edits, or just proofreading, you need an editor.
It takes money to make money.
It does. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that out of love. All the love I can muster, because I've read a few books in this past year. Y'all might need an editor. Help you organize your thoughts constructively so that your story flows well. Help you flesh out whatever those ideas that may need to be fleshed out. Help you develop whatever character that may need to be developed. It's okay to ask for help, and I know it's expensive. I get it. It is expensive, but it makes a difference when your books are not hitting. It's because you probably need an editor. And I'm not, and I'm trying to say this and not be like, bitch, your book was bad. No, it's not that. It's you. I understand the concept of where you were trying to go, but an editor would have brought it in to help you hone in how it should go. So make sure y'all find an editor. And I'm not trying to be mean. I promise. I promise. I'm not. That's my piece of advice.
You don't.
And
You
not
don't.
that, wait a minute, not that I'm an author. I'm just saying, I
Well,
read a lot.
you never. We never know. It might be in the cards in the future. So
It
you
is.
never know.
No, I'm released in February.
Oh, okay. Okay, period. I love
It's
that.
supposed to, no, look, it's supposed to be.
We're gonna speak it into existence. It's gonna happen. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna speak it into existence because that tongue is powerful. So it's gonna happen.
But an editor, it helps. So if you can't afford someone like Tylee, there's reach out to some of these authors and ask them who their editors are. They are willing to share.
And they're starting
Um,
to offer payment plans too, so that's even better. So
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of editors out there, so make sure you guys at least get your work edited. Experience it for the first time and see the difference that it makes. And stay okay. Shut up. Never mind. Because I was about to go into something else. So where can the people find you? No, before even that, are you coming out to any book events in 2026?
yes, let's see. In June, is it June? Yeah, in June I would be in Houston at the Black what is it? Black Arthurs Expo. In September I will be in Chicago at Jessica Watkins event, the Chicago Urban Book Expo. And in May, I will be at Black Romance Book Fest. Y'all gonna see me as a reader. Maybe something else. I don't know yet. We gonna see.
Well, if you're there, I can't wait to see you.
I'll be there. Most definitely, I'll be there.
Okay. Where can people find you? What are your social media handles? And what is your website if you have one?
On everything, I am Netra FG. And my website is NetraAntoinette.com.
And how can people best support you? Is
Um,
it just reviews? Is it Kindle Unlimited? Is it just purchasing your books? What's the best way?
I would say the best thing to help anybody is word of mouth. Um, yeah, word of mouth. Just if you enjoy something, share it with somebody. I feel like that will help me in the best way is to just grow my readers. So I feel like word of mouth right now would be the best thing that helps me.
Okay. Make sure y'all go to her website. Make sure y'all go to all her social media platforms. Make sure y'all read the books. I'm going because I personally read Body Count and Body Language. Read it, read it, and read it. I guarantee you, it is a good time. You know, I don't do that often. You be like, girl, you need to read 10 out of 10. I recommend.
I appreciate
Y'all
that.
make sure y'all read Body Count and Body Language. And I'm gonna dig back in your catalog. I'm going backwards.
Okay. Okay.
I'm excited about that. Let me tell you some things. So tomorrow we have author Alicia Dodd on the Book and Busy podcast, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Next week we will not have podcasting because I am traveling. I promise, my last trip of the year. My last trip of the year. I've been outside. I've been outside. So, but starting 2026, I will be in Las Vegas at the Boozy Book Tour, the Melanin Ball. That's in February. I'm supposed to be at Black Romance Fest in May of 2026. I will be hosting the Cali Author Takeover in April 2026. I think that's the 24th and 25th. Shelly, tell me if I'm wrong. Super excited about that. My first book release is supposed to be in February of 2026. We shall see.
It's gonna happen.
We shall see. And I will be at the Dungeon Night, Boozy Book Tour Dungeon Night in June of 2026. That's all I have confirmed right now. I do plan on being at some other events. We shall see. But that's what I have. What I have going on. Y'all can check me out on all the social medias. Have website. My website is booked. What is it? Boozy. What is my booked and busy web site? Some shit. It's in my. The link is in my bio. And I'm getting ready to change it to the BookedandBizzie.com because I do have that domain. You can catch me on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, Substack. I'm there. I'm not talking on Substack yet, but I'm there. But you guys can follow me on all those and YouTube. This video in its entirety will be over on YouTube. I am editing today. I'm hoping I'll have it all done before I leave to go on Thanksgiving. Okay, I leave on Wednesday. So y'all make sure y'all check out some of the older videos. You see some of my book reviews over there. You see book hauls over there. You see my podcasting over there, season 2. This is season 2. Y'all make sure y'all check out season 1 and season 2. And a timer will be had over there. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Okay? I thank you so much.
Thank you for
You
having
are
me. I
such a delight to
appreciate it
talk
so
to.
much. You made me feel so good. You made me feel really good. So I appreciate that.
You know what? This is okay. If y'all never met me, this is my personality for real.
I love it. I love it.
How I am online is how I am in person. And when you get on my nerves, I tell you, I'm not one of the people. I'm too old to be like, girl.
Don't never change. I love it. I love it.
But I wish you so much success. I can't wait for Chloe's story. I can't wait. That was my only question. The book was a 10 out of 10. I'm so nosy. I need to know how that's gonna play out. I need to know how your mind gonna go. I need to know where it's going when you write the story.
I'm gonna just say expect the unexpected.
Do we have a release date?
Um, we don't right now. I'm aiming for February, March because I have a novella releasing on January 1st. So I don't want it competing with that one at all. So yeah, I say late February, early March.
Oh, one more question. So, under your traditionally published Is your author name gonna stay the same?
Yes, it's still
Okay.
gonna be Netra Antoinette. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Because I just need to know how to find you. You
Yes,
didn't.
ma'am, Netra Antoinette.
You made a believer out of me. I thank you guys for joining us. Y'all catch us tomorrow again. Alicia Dime will be on. I got questions for her because I need to know what the hell she was thinking. I need to make that a segment. What the hell was you thinking? Uh, so y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all make sure, please. No, seriously, in all seriousness, y'all read body count and y'all read body language. I promise you, it's a good read. So thank you guys. You guys have a good night. Thank you again for joining me. This won't be the last time, I hope.
It won't. It won't.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, honey bunch. Happy reading, y'all.